Plastic trash is accumulating at an alarming rate in our oceans, wreaking havoc on our wildlife and polluting our beautiful beaches. As Americans, we have developed this dangerous addiction to use and then immediately toss our items, which has emerged as one of the major causes of this growing problem. In particular, the convenient plastic bag and its popularity has quickly become one of the main culprits to the killing of wildlife, since they can be seen floating in the oceans, where they choke, strangle, and even starve our wildlife that is in the water. Plastic bags are among the top 2 items of debris that are found most often in coastal cleanups. Unattended to plastic pieces can attract and hold hydrophobic elements like PCB and DDT, which virtually make those pieces a poison pill for animals. Of 500,000 albatross chicks born each year on Midway Atoll, around 200,000 of them die of starvation because the parents mistaken the plastic for food and they end up giving it to the chicks. One might think that plastic from years ago is gone, but since water keeps the plastic cool and algae blocks ultraviolet rays, there is trash from probably 50 years ago that is still somewhere in the ocean today. A study done over a decade ago, it showed that us Californians use over 19 billion plastic grocery bags each year, which comes out to about 552 bags per person. All of this generates over 145,000 tons of unnecessary waste. That is enough to stretch around the globe over 250 times. The friendly supermarkets that we shop at have a negative impact on our environment with the efforts they make to push plastic bags. It costs them half as much to get plastic bags instead of paper bags, and since they are so light, they are cheaper to transport. These bags that are recycled almost always end up in landfills. 267 species have been scientifically documented to be adversely affected by plastic moving debris. One animal in serious harm is a sea turtle, who sometimes will mistake the bags as jellyfish, which are a main food source. These bags that enter our marine environment eventually break down into smaller fragments. Waste disposal has become a major factor of land pollution, and studies have shown that almost 80% of our waste is general waste and around 17% is hazardous waste. It can take about 500 years just for a plastic bottle to biodegrade, and it is not easy to recycle computer equipment and the like that are bonded together that make it difficult to get rid of.
32 million tons of plastic waste were generated in 2012, representing 12.7% of total MSW. Only 9% of the total plastic waste generated in 2012 was recovered from recycling. A plastic milk jug takes 1 million years to decompose. A plastic cup can take 50 to 80 years to decompose. Recycled plastic can be used to bake things like trash, cans, park benches, playground equipment, decks, and kayaks. Today, Americans generate 10.5 million tons of plastic waste a year, but recycle only 1 or 2% of it. An estimated 14 billion pounds of trash, much of it plastic, is dumped in the world's oceans every year. It takes 1,050 HDPE 2% milk jugs to make a 6-foot plastic lumber park bench. Every year we make enough plastic film to shrink wrap the state of Texas. Nearly every piece of plastic ever made still exists